right, so the next story is, do you guys remember that tweet went viral? So there's this one tweet by Stella Bell VA, and she says, not to be mean, but I've seen Adora IRL at TwitchCon. Her tits are not that big. It's one thing to copy your body type to your model, but this isn't the case. And that tweet went viral for all the wrong reasons, mostly because people were dunking on this. And I don't know if it's supposed to be satire or serious, but that opened a whole can of worms. So I had seen that tweet go around and people dunking on the person because they were disappointed that the VTuber didn't look like their model, which is pretty funny because I didn't think anybody expected that. The boob comment is funny, the boob comment is what's making me think that she's joking. Anyway, as the story progressed, I'm like, she might be serious, but the story isn't even about that. It's like, how many times have we covered a story where somebody says something disagreeable on Twitter? Kind of like that evil toaster guy. He said something disagreeable on Twitter and then people come out with a bunch of allegations against him. This is what's happening here. So this person said something disagreeable on Twitter. One person called out their post, then somebody else called them out because they've apparently been scamming people and reselling assets made by other artists. Oi, you! Yeah, you! Hi! If you're not subscribed to my second channel, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So take a moment, press the like button, press the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell on. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now let's get back into the video. So Fenris here is calling out Stella Bell VA, saying not only is this person in the screenshot blatant about body shaming others, they've also attempted to resell assets made by other artists without their permissions. All artists have given me permission to make this thread. Disclaimer, please don't go and harass her. This thread is to bring light to the disrespect to artists. Let's begin. Each artist is listed within this thread was not approached by Stella to gain permission to resell, to which she has violated the terms of service of. So this person is selling a sheep VTuber adopt with emotes. You know what? Okay, I understand the adopt thing, but there's this one thing I've always wondered. You know how people commission a VTuber model for themselves and then they resell it? I'm like, how does that work? Are you allowed to do that? And I guess this is kind of the issue that's addressed here. And also VGen was supposed to be like this safe platform for artists. And you know what? I do use VGen a lot, but I feel like their vetting process or the way they get people to join the platform is a little bit weird. And also the filtering system is awful. Like looking up stuff or people to commission on their search function needs work. It needs work, but that's another issue altogether. So the vetting system in VGen, if I'm not mistaken, is that you need somebody else to refer you, but no one actually vets the artworks before they join. And I think a good way to go around that would be to have like a board of artists or people that are already accepted on VGen, and each week they can rate some applicants or some submission. An artist I worked with got suspended on VGen after someone harassed and accused them of using AI with no legit proof. And they didn't get to make a case for themselves, they just got suspended. The customer service side of VGen, they were nice when I had an issue with one artist. They were helpful, but it feels very homemade. It feels like they're a small company. I think probably the first thing they should work on is the UI and the search function, and then the application process, because there's some really good Japanese artists that are trying to get on VGen, but they don't have like the reference to get in. And then there's there's a bunch of like scammers and a bunch of other things that VGen doesn't like that just gets on the website nonetheless. So I'm like, how does that work? Yeah, because aside from VGen, we don't really have a lot of options. There's Skeb, but Skeb is a gacha for art. You never know what you're gonna get. You're limited in the communications. You can't even communicate with the artist, and you can't get commercial rights, so that's out of the question. There's Fiverr, but there's also a bunch of, dog shit on Fiverr now too. So VGen's supposed to be the one platform that's more curated and that's like more clean. I think VGen uses PayPal, yes. Anyway, so back to the story. The first designer that this person, there's a bunch of them, that this person, you know, stole from is Lotlezi. They are the creator of the initial design, and Stella Bell bought the design from her as it wasn't adoptable. It was brought to their attention recently that they were blocked by Stella and weren't asked for permission to resell the design. Are they reselling the design with a markup? Pixiv also revamped their filtration of content this year. The Pixiv is not that great for commissioning artists. Like, I think there is a commission tab, but not a lot of people have it on. Not everybody's taking commission. It's not really known for that. But there's some really great artists there. One of the big issues is too many artists fighting over not enough commissions, making artists eat their own. Everybody wants out of the rat race. Yeah, it's kind of a race to the bottom. Kind of like, you know, video editing and all of that. Do you guys know what this currency is? The D here? I'm kind of wondering if they're selling it for higher. And if that's their shtick, you know? They buy adopts, then they resell them for a higher price. Hello Azzy, sorry for contacting you here, it's not work related. Has she asked permission from you to sell the model? She's selling this for $450. And Unagiaji is contacting the artist Azzy, the original artist of this ref sheet, to ask if she got permission. She says no, she hasn't. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't even know what I did. My current account is really, they're talking about the block now. She asked her why she blocked her. She says, I don't know. I don't even know what I did. My current account is really new and I don't even follow her in it, so she actively searched me up to block me. She deleted that account, it seems. What do you plan on doing? Like, will you allow her to resell the model, or I would call her out for the gaslighting? And then on permission. Yes, this too. I think you can call her out for the breach of TOS. Here's me getting blocked. So this is proof that she did block her. But there's no point in blocking now because you can still see their posts even if they're blocked, right? If you plan on making a call out post, please let me know. I want to see what you have to say. I just did her design, but you made her model, so you have a little more to say. Would it be okay if I include you in the call out post? Yeah, sure, I don't mind. Oh, so these are two artists talking with each other. Wait, so Unagiaji made the model and the other one made the design. Interesting. So Lotte has almost made a statement. For some reason, I got blocked by an old buyer who bought my adoptable and then resold the adopt with no permission from me or her 3D artist. I wasn't aware since I got blocked in the first place until her 3D mama came to me. The second artist is Unagi Agi Vroid. Unagi was commissioned by Stella Bell to make the 3D model, and this is the artist mentioned here, I assume. Unagi has had payment complication with Stella Bell, with her sending constant payment reminders, which ended up with her canceling the commission. This has happened a few times. Unagi has also reached out to Stella Bell regarding the attempts of reselling. Stella had affirmed that they've tried to contact Unagi about it, but deleted the conversation afterwards, hence why Unagi didn't receive a message. Is she saying that she deleted the conversation on Twitter? Because you can't delete... Wait, you can't delete a convo on Twitter. The design is in pink and bottom left. I don't know if that's a fan art. I assume the design is like one of the full body, right? Oh yeah, they were saying that they tried to delete the Twitter message. Do you mind explaining, because I can't recall giving you permission to resell the model? Or did you contact me and I didn't reply? Stella replies here, I did try to contact you on X, but my message may have been filtered out through spam. I tried both this account and my old one that I've now since deleted. I'm very glad that she saw my post and could contact me. I was worried since your profile said you were moving to Blue Sky and I really don't use that platform. If that were the case, can you send me a screenshot of the said message, because I couldn't find them from the spam inbox. I normally clear out my inbox, so I did delete it a few months ago. I'm confused about this. Okay, she's saying that she made another account that she's deleted. So if she deleted the account, then I guess the message would have gotten deleted too. So she wouldn't be able to send her proof. But if she messaged her from the Stella Bell account, even if it did go through the spam message, once the artist Unagiaji, approves the message, it's all linked together. There shouldn't be two different messages. The latest my messages go 2 months at the most, but I'd definitely be willing to recall what I proposed in the message. I listed her as $400 with the PNG, plus costing me half of that, along with the commercial rights to the design costing me about $120. The art that comes with it bring the total cost to around $400, so the 3D's price is basically excluded. I also included a form that credits all the artists in the zip file. That is untrue if you send a message and delete the conversation afterward. The recipient will still receive it. To confirm this, me and Unagi have decided to experiment on this feature and found out and pieced together that she had never reached out regardless. There is a delete conversation thingy. Try it, tell me when you've deleted. This conversation will be deleted from your inbox. Other people in the conversation will still be able to see it. No way, you see, that is true, it's like that. I know that because I once sent the wrong message to somebody else and I was really embarrassed. And I was like, oh God, can I delete it? And then I was like, no, you can't because it doesn't do anything. They'll still see it. So I just had to hold the L and be like, sorry, I meant to send this to somebody else. I think it was a commission for an artist. I was like, yo, can you do this ref, blah, blah. And then it was the wrong artist. And I was like, oh my God, I'm dying of embarrassment. No, I didn't send a booty call, I swear. It was work related. This was an obvious attempt to gaslight Unagi. She has also since went public about it. Artist number 3 is Toridoki, which is the one in charge of the PNG. I reached out to Tori if Stella had reached out to them regarding the reselling. Tori said she wasn't asked. Tori did not mention any reselling in their toss. However, they would have appreciated an attempt to contact regardless. Here, they're saying, did Stella ever reach out to ask for permission to resell? And she responds, unfortunately they didn't, but I don't really have anything on my TOS. It states reselling. And I'm not the character designer, so I don't think my decision holds any weight. I don't know, sadly, this is the first time I'm experiencing this. I get you, but I checked the VGen service that has the entire modeled package and your name was in it, so I wanted to reach out just in case. Is it still your asset and they should have reached out to you for permission regardless? Other asset artists have explicitly said they weren't asked either. With the character design mentioned, they were blocked too. That's also what I'm wondering. Is reselling, is it allowed in general by default? Are you allowed to resell art from somebody else? Whether there is a toss or not? Like, how does that work? Another artist that did emotes called 88. I also reached out to 88 to get a confirmation and their team has not received any contact from her to resell the assets. They are currently checking with their team. Did this VTuber get permission to resell your asset by any chance? Hello Fenris, thank you so much for taking your precious time to reaching us about that. Unfortunately, we haven't received any contact from her. I will inform our team to take a look at this case once again. Thank you so much, you're so kind. Reselling is generally not allowed even with Adopt. You need to secure the full rights, which should be the norm. You need to buy the rights to the IP to resell it, or it's in the rights transfer contract. Okay, so if there's no contract though, what's the default position on that? Alright, so last post of the thread. In conclusion, not only is Stella Bell a body shamer who doubled down and then apologized when her career is in danger, she has also disrespected artists and their terms without a single care. Now, I was curious about the doubling down, so I looked it up. And the apology, and she says, summarized caption for non-listeners. Hello everyone, I'm making a video to address a tweet I made regarding the VTuber Adora Bunny. Before I talk about the post, I want to personally apologize to Adora for both the breach of privacy and damage I've done. I also want to use this as an example for myself and others who post without thinking about the damage you can do to the real people and emotions behind the screen. When I first made the post, I was naively unaware of the damage I had inflicted to Adora. Once I had a good discussion with someone in DMs, I deleted the post, but some users had already screenshotted it and was still open to the public. I was defensive at first and in denial that I did something wrong and making excuses. After my discussion with someone from the other point of view, I truly realized how deeply disgusting and invasive my tweet was. I do urge everyone who has screenshotted and shared the post to take it down. You can leave my name and my ad, but please stop spreading the message I've started. So I haven't listened to this video yet, but I was curious.
Hello everyone, I just woke up, but I wanted to make this video as soon as I could, just to clear, not myself, but just to clear everything in general. I wanted to address a post I made regarding the VTuber Adora Bunny, and before I do address that post, I wanted to personally apologize to Adora for the breach of privacy and the damage that I've caused. I also want to use this as a good example for myself and other people who may tweet without thinking about the real emotions and people behind the screen. This is a really good example of that. When I first made the post, I was unaware of the damage I had inflicted. Once I had a good discussion with somebody in DMs, I deleted the post but some users had screenshotted it already, and it was still public to everyone. I was defensive at first. The comments against it, I was in denial that I did something wrong, but after my discussion from another point of view, and again DMs, I posted was deeply disgusting and intrusive, and I don't think I can ever apologize enough for what I did. I do urge everyone who screenshotted it to take it down. You may leave my @ and my profile. I will not change my tag. I will take full responsibility of that. But I do urge everyone to take that message down. It is still very invasive and personal, and I would not like it to be shared anymore. And again, to end this off, Adora, I'm still really, I will probably forever be sorry. Actually, I should not have said those things, and I'm so bad at apologizing, but I'm gonna keep this in because I want everybody to see that I'm really bad at apologizing. I don't really know what to say. I will definitely take a few days break from making content. I will still be active. I still want to talk to people. I still want to discuss this topic with them and about what I did and my whole entire thought process, because I really had none. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side.
Alright, so there's a bunch of things that VTubers do differently than other people. It kind of just feels like she got caught, you know? And so she had to apologize. Not the worst apology, but would she have gotten there if she wasn't roasted by Twitter? Probably not. Let's just say that.